Hey, I'm Jason at Zangle, and in this Zanglab episode, we're going to be exploring how to organize and elevate the most important information in a user interface in order to optimize the user experience. Whenever we interview our users or get feedback from them about what information needs to be included on a particular screen, it's always an interesting exercise because usually the answer is some variance of, well, I want everything all the time. And we operate with constraints, and constraints are our friends as designers. Here's an example with Garbanzo, which is an educational app that we've built for Spanish teachers. This is the refactored teacher dashboard that we fairly recently launched. And as you can see, it has lots of information on it. Now, we spent a lot of time interviewing teachers who are our primary user group, thinking through the user experience and exploring what information needed to be here, not just for information's sake, but in order to help teachers complete their job. And that's ultimately, as user interface designers and user experience designers, what we need to be able to do. We want to build an interface that allows our users to complete their objective efficiently, intuitively, and hopefully pleasantly. So in this case, as you can see, there's lots of information that we have honed down significantly. One example of this is teachers have told us that, hey, we want to be able to see individual student progress for a particular lesson that they've assigned. And so this was the old interface, as you can see, and we used to show, okay, here are all the different pieces of that lesson, the different levels that they have to complete, students have to complete, and their progress through it. Now that's all well and good, but if a teacher logs into an individual class list page, they're busy, they're in between periods, they're trying to figure out, okay, what students are behind, what students are doing well, what other things do I need to assign? Teachers are busy. They have a lot of things going on. We need to create an interface that is intuitive for them, that they can look at something very quickly and understand what's going on. So what we ended up refactoring is what you see on this screen. Student list, how many assignments they've completed, last assignment completed, when they last logged in, what their status is, and then stats about the class. Now, the specific information isn't all that important. If you're building an educational app, that's one thing. If you're building an app that's in a completely different space, that's another. The particular information doesn't necessarily matter from app to app. What does matter is making sure that you are embracing constraints and making sure that you are elevating the most important information, considering what the objective of the user is. In this particular screen, the objective is not to see everything about all students in all classes at once. The objective is, as a teacher, can I look at this screen and within 10, 15, 20 seconds have a really good idea of where my class is at, which students are behind, and what I need to do as a teacher, what actions I need to take with students in order to make sure that I get them back on track. That's the objective here. So knowing the objective that your users want to achieve, sometimes it's multiple, but usually you need to hone it down to one main objective. If you can understand that for each individual screen, you can craft a UX flow that feels like it is custom tailored for that individual user. They're going to go through it and they might not be able to articulate it, but they're going to go through it and they're going to be like, wow, this actually does the job that I need it to do. And that's the purpose of user experience design, designing interfaces that help our users achieve their objectives and complete the jobs that they want to complete as effectively, intuitively, and as quickly as possible.